Tidus Alex here. So today's date is 19th of May 2025. As I'm doing this video, the time is about 3:40 p.m. So I think the latest news during the weekend, it is the US loses their AAA credit rating. So this is taken from Wall Street Journal over there. So you can see that the market, it is actually very timely, okay? Just right after the options expiration, okay? Moody announced the downgrade on the US government bonds over there. So, and this is after the market close. So this is taken from Wall Street Journal. Okay, so in case you don't know, this is the latest news during the weekend. So as of now, okay, the futures market, it is actually red right now. But just to let you know, this is the thing, okay, that might cause so-called a market correction. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so before I go into that, okay, just to let you know that tonight there will also be the usual live stream on Facebook and also on YouTube as well, because last week was Vesak Day, so I have taken a break. So tonight I will continue at 10:30 p.m. So for more of the macro updates, okay, and the general updates of the overall market, okay, please tune in to my live stream tonight. So today, okay, just want to go through with you, okay, the what has happened, okay, last week, okay, and moving forward, what are some of the things that you might want to consider, also the certain stocks and watch lists and such, okay. So before that, let's go through the members area first. What was discussed last week? So last week, okay, the 12th of May, okay, so I mentioned that the sentiment, it is okay, more than 50%. It is actually going higher. In fact, last week went higher, but it has reached a certain level. Later I'll go through with you, okay. But all in all, I did say that, option expiration, okay, they tend to support, okay, during the week. You can see that, okay, the market really gets supported, okay, until the end of the options and expiry, okay. Then, okay, after that, the Moody announced the downgrade, okay. And last week I also talked about a few so-called watch list stocks, okay, like on Bungle Limited, okay, and these are FIS, Fidelity National Information, okay. I know that I'm not sure how many of you actually entered into these stocks, but I was also a little bit cautious lah. So okay, the only one that entered was only Fidelity National Information Service, okay. So this is FIS. So you can see from here the seasonal Vantage Telegram group chat over here, okay. You can see this. This is under the member success. You can see that Kenny actually entered into BG 1R over here. Okay, so by the way, for those who, I know there were a few who just joined SVI, so I encourage you to join the Telegram group if you haven't done so. Yeah, so refer back to the very first email that I sent to you when you first joined SVI. If you can't find, okay, it should be inside your junk, so do check with that. If not, okay, the SVI, okay, this is a public group, okay, so this is actually t.me/seasonal vantage. I can just search for that. You should be able to find. So general update, I will post it here as well. Okay, so you can see that for FIS, okay, I actually entered during, yeah, over here on a, okay, yeah, I entered here on the Monday, okay, all right, but then came down after I go back higher again. So I'm still holding on to this position, but of course tonight it is actually futures is coming down, so I'm not sure whether you can still hold or not, okay. The rest like BG, okay, BG, I should do candlestick, okay, BG, okay, all right. After that it went higher, so that's why Kenny actually caught it, so after they came down, so there are some profits to be made, okay. And then ON, a bit hard to chase prior to that, because when I first mentioned, okay, on Friday it is like that, then on Monday it gapped up quite a bit, about 2.6%, okay. No, actually it gapped up 8.88% on Monday. So it is quite hard to chase, okay? It is quite hard to just buy like that. If you chase and buy, okay, you might have a little bit profit, but not much upside. So it is quite tough to chase. So I usually don't chase stocks that have actually gap up quite a bit. Okay. All right. So, and I also mentioned about the TLT. Okay. Prior to that, okay, I mentioned whole TLT, right? So on Monday, so I actually get stop out. I get stop out on TLT. So this is TLT over here, TLT. Okay, so when I first entered, it was somewhere, yeah, around, I think around here. Okay, after that come back down, okay, then I have to go lower, then I got stop out. Okay, no choice. Okay, all right. In fact, I took another long somewhere around here. Okay, there's a wash and rinse pattern over there. But again, today the bonds market is coming down, so I think this one might be chances to get stop out again could be quite high. Okay, so please don't follow me now. Okay, so on hindsight, I shouldn't have entered this, but I never thought this. Okay, based on seasonal data, okay, I thought that it could potentially have a bounce, but how I know that, you know, the Spana came, okay, and then throw the Moody downgrade to me, okay. Nevertheless, okay, I'm still holding on to it. So just that, you know, I got stop out on TLT. I re-enter again. So I don't know whether I'll get stop out again. So we shall see tonight. So as of now, the futures treasury bonds, it is actually down 1%. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's a good chance that I might get stop out again. Okay. I think that is fine. Okay. Yeah. I think the previous past future has been doing pretty okay for me. Okay. All right. So for that, right, let's go back to the decision point gallery over here. Okay, you can see that this is the one that I always show to people over there. So you can see that the market breadth percentage of stocks above the 20, 50, and 200 day, right? You can see that short-term wise, we are actually at a relatively high level already, above the 20 moving average. It is at a high. Even for the 50 MA, okay, we are also at a relatively high, about 80%. It is above the 50-day MA already. So not exactly at the top, okay, but almost at a relatively top already, okay. But the good news is that the percentage of stocks above the 200-day, the long-term moving average, we are above 50. So overall, long-term wise, we are in an uptrend. But short-term and mid-term wise, okay, within the next 1-2 weeks, within the next 1 or 2 months, okay, there could be a potential market correction. So like I mentioned, right, May, okay, the OPEX we might hold, get supported. After OPEX, the market might have a correction, given also the fact that we are also in a way overextended, overbought based on the market breadth. And not only that, if you actually look at the so-called the seasonal roadmap, right? Okay, for those who just joined, okay, the seasonal roadmap, it is inside the members area over here. Members area, okay, you can actually search for SVI Connect Night. So for those who just joined, okay, because I mentioned this during the face-to-face physical gathering, okay, last year in December. You just scroll down on this December 12th, download SVI Connect Night presentation slide. So this is the exact slide that I'm using over there. So you can see over there, okay, S&P post-election, which is this year, okay, you can see that the mid-May, thereabout, okay, or the second half of May, typically the market, it is a bit topish already. You can see that, you know, we are right somewhere around here right now. You can see that, okay, if it goes according to the seasonal trends, right, okay, you can see that, you know, moving forward, there could be a market correction, okay, heading into June, all right, until maybe the late June. Then the market will start to rally again if it is according to the seasonal trends now, okay, all right. But using the normal for the past seasonal trend without taking into context of the post-election, just the overall every single year since 1950, right? Okay, you can see that, you know, May, it tends to go up late May lah. But you can see that this year it seems to follow this post-election seasonal trend pretty well. You know, May starting to go higher. Okay, So I would prefer to use this roadmap better. Okay, so do take note, seasonal trend, it is in line that the market might have a so-called a downtrend, peakish in the second half of May. Market breadth, we are showing also overbought condition. Yeah, most of the stocks are above their, their moving averages are short term. Okay, so it is kind of need to be careful also. And of course, after OPEX, yeah, you need to be careful. And given the Moody downgrade, so like all things are aligned that the market might have a correction. Okay, all right. So if you take a look at the S&P 500 SPX index, okay, you can see that market, it is actually at a relatively high right now. Okay, so just purely looking at price action, okay, the market has been going higher since the late second half of April, okay, which I have been pretty bullish since then. Okay, for me personally, when I first somewhere around here, I entered into S&P 500. I say that more for a longer term trade. Okay, so for me, I ride all the way up here. Okay, bought the S&P 500 index. So just to let you know, I've exited my SPY. This is the ETF I bought because I think it had a pretty good run. So I think the risk that is coming down, it is a lot higher right now. So I just want to keep my profits lah. Okay, for swing trade wise, okay, I have still holding on to FIS, but the previous one, like for HRBL, all this I've already exited lah. So that's why you say that since last week I say that I not so aggressively going long now. See, that's the reason why. Okay, we are relatively at the top, so you need to be a little bit more careful. Okay, for the Nasdaq Cash Index, we are also at a high. Okay, so it is quite normal if the market it is going to have a correction. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so the simplest way, okay, if you think that the market could be going down, okay, or the easiest bet, it is just to sell short the S&P 500. You can through the CFD or through the ETF like SPY and such. Okay, I wouldn't be looking for individual stocks to short right now. Okay, first of all, it is just the starting. Okay, and secondly, I don't see any setup in the short so-called list over there. So I wouldn't be looking to short individual stocks for now. So the simplest way it is to short the S&P 500. Okay, but I have to see how the market opens tonight first lah. Okay, don't be in a hurry to sell short the market. The market could reverse. Okay, so-called by 10:30 p.m. by 11 p.m. that kind of thing. So don't be so eager to short first. Wait for the market to open and see how it moves tonight. Okay, and if you're uncomfortable, you can choose not to short. So I won't be looking to short immediately lah. So take a wait and see approach first. Okay, all right. So this is the one, and for this week, the calendar, right? Okay, it is from 18 Sunday to Sunday, 18 to 25th lah. Okay, so if you're looking at the data sheet provided over there, right? Okay, for this week, I've already filtered 18 to 25th. Okay, so in the data sheet for those who just joined, you can always filter based on this week. To keep things simple, I normally just use Sunday to Sunday the following week, which is this week lah. Okay, a week in advance. So 19th, 20th, 21, 22nd, 23rd, and I like this. Okay, all right. So there are still many stocks based on historical data, right? They are bullish. Okay, so I wouldn't be totally bearish. Also, keeping in mind that there are so-called stocks that are still bullish. Okay, ETF, these are the stocks that are also still bullish against really filtered to 18 to 25th lah. Okay, so there are quite a number of them. Okay, so if I really want to go long, okay, I will also take a wait and see approach, but there are two stocks that is in my watch list right now. So the first stock, it is actually WST. Okay, this is a West Pharmaceutical Services. In recent months, right, the health stocks, okay, healthcare stocks have been beaten down. Okay, so this is West Pharmaceutical. Okay, it is in a downtrend stock because after earnings, it actually plunged. Okay, you can see after that, it came down. Okay, going lower, but you can see that this month, this is the first month it is above the so-called the CPR, holding well above the CPR, acting as a support level, and you can see that there is also a wash and rinse trigger. So you can see that on Wednesday, 14 May, price closed lower than the previous day low. The previous day low, it is actually 215.60. 215.60 here. Okay, on Friday, price close above the wash line over there. Okay, so once again, don't be so eager to immediately go long when the market opens tonight. Okay, so we will know what happens. So keep it in your watch list and see how it reacts. So, but let's see whether the price can continue to go higher midweek or not. Okay, all right. So this is for West Pharmaceutical Service. If the market opens tonight, gap down, okay, and such, okay, and going to go lower, then there's no trigger for WST. Okay, this is West Pharmaceutical Services. And the other one that I'm looking at, it is actually FRT, Federal Realty Investment Trust. So this is actually a REIT, a REIT. So you can see that it was also previously in a downtrend. Okay, also in recent like 1-2 months, that price starting to go higher, and you can see that in May price it is above the CPR level. So that also on Friday there's also a trigger. So this is on Friday. So on Wednesday, this is where price closed lower than the previous day low. The previous day low, it is actually 96.75. 96.75 over here. Okay, on Friday there was a close above the wash line here. So let's see, okay, again, whether the price can go higher this coming week or not. But once again, don't be in a rush to enter, okay, because tonight most likely the index will come down. Let's see how all these individual stocks will fare first. Once again, if price go down lower, get down lower below the wash line, then there will be no trigger. Okay, so don't be so anxious to long. But if you really want me to go for the long approach, these are the two stocks that it is in my watch list right now lah. Okay, all right. So once again, tonight there will be the live stream. All right. So just a recap: if you wanted to sell short, then the easiest way it is actually to use the S&P 500 index ETF or CFD for now. Okay, I forgot to share. Okay, for the data, right? For example, the stocks, the WST, okay, it is over here. West Pharmaceutical, you can see over there from 23rd of May to 7th July for the past 14 years. Okay, 13 years it went higher. Average profit is 6%. The other one that I mentioned, it is actually FRT, Federal Realty Investment Trust. Okay, 20th of May to 6th of June for the past 11 years, 10 years it went higher. Average profit about 5%. Okay, so all in all right, I believe that the market, we might be heading into a correction into June. So you can see over there SBI Connect 9 over there, the data over there post-election. Yeah, so be a little bit more careful. Okay, so don't be so eager to aggressively go long for now. Take a wait and see approach. So tonight, for more of the macro update, okay, I will see you tonight in the public live stream at MarketWise Asia Facebook page and YouTube channel. With that, thanks so much and see you again. Good night. Okay, bye-bye.